This was pretty unfortunate, you know, kind of heartbreaking. It only took me like a week to drill out those 2 studs, but I can show you how far it's going. Like, that thing's going in there. All right, let's make sure I put this thing back together right.
Would we love the neighborhood?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the video, I have some updating for you, pretty much just about life as a whole. Quite a while back, I actually quit my job editing YouTube videos full time, and since then, I've actually gotten a new job. But some of you guys have probably already seen on my Instagram, I've been working for Simcraft, building motion simulators ranging between 1 and 6 degrees of freedom. So they can get pretty extreme, and it's been an awesome time ever since I've started there. But that also explains the lack of uploads that you've been experiencing over the last year and a half. I'm sorry about that. I never really gave any explanation for it, but I'm trying to build habits to get back into YouTube videos. A few videos back, we've actually supercharged Payday, my 2018 Mustang GT. And around the same time that happened, we were actually building a Roush Mustang to be a giveaway vehicle with a Whipple supercharger on it. So once the Roush was done, we got to take it to a dyno shop to find out how much power it made, and at the same time, we also got to see how much power Payday made with his new supercharger. Both cars making around 600 horsepower. So afterwards, we decided to also find out which one was faster. So that made some pretty good runs. If you haven't seen it already, you can see the full dyno and racing video on Gavin's channel. It's just a 6, click up above to go see that. Sometime now in the future, it's time to put new tires on the car, and taking the wheels off of the car was a little bit of an obstacle. So on the rear of the car, I ended up snapping all of the lug nuts in half. I have a suspicion they might have been on a little bit too tight. So now we've got some things to fix. So without anything else being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get into it. You know, kind of heartbreaking. It only took me like a week to drill out those 2 studs, but we finally got the wheel off, and the reason we're taking the wheels off to start with is obviously these tires are shot. And after this set of tires, I've also realized I probably have a little too much camber. And before we put this thing back on the ground, you can see that the brakes are looking pretty crusty dusty, and we're gonna have to remove all of the brakes to be able to replace the studs anyways. So over here, we've got new drilled and slotted rotors from R1 Concepts, and we also have some pads that we're going to be pairing with this. And then once we get these drilled out, we got new studs that we're going to be putting back in. But before I do any of this, let me show you what we're dealing with right now. So on the passenger side, I'm starting fresh, and it's an identical situation to what I just got done doing on the other side. So I broke all of the lug nuts off. I was able to get 3 of them extracted, but 2 of them right here have actually stripped, and now I'm gonna have to drill out the new ARP studs to be able to get the wheel off. This has literally been a situation I've been for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and it's very time consuming, so I'm probably not gonna finish this today. But without anything else said, let's go ahead and just get this fixed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just start off with a tiny drill bit and get it lined up right in the middle. So the goal of this is to pretty much drill straight through the stud all the way through with a tiny one, and then you want to follow up with larger and larger drill bits. So, all right, now we've got this drilled pretty much. I can show you how far it's going. Like, that thing's going in there. So to save some of the life on our bigger drill bits, because they don't cut that well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off about 1 inch or 2 of the stud. And we'll use it with our nice handy dandy Dremel. There we go, come on. Oh yeah. Okay. Wow, that's pretty deep. All right, now for the largest drill bit I got. It's gonna get nasty. Oh man, yeah, it just eats. Oh, we're getting way off with the hole. Sheesh. This is gonna be hard to recover. We'll get it. Ooh, man, yeah, it's biting.
That one's drilled out a lot. Oh, I think we're going in the wheel on that one now. This is interesting. Look at that. Can you see in there? Did I get it? I think I got it. Oh, it just took some force. It just took a little hit. Here's our culprit. Nut number one. This one's actually still in pretty good shape. Now you can see there's wire showing, so we got to get some new tires on here. I've already got some inside, but first I want to get these wheels cleaned up. And also while we're here, I'm going to let you guys know how to save some money real quick. If you guys like good and simple car cleaning products, you can use code ZORBY to save you some money on wax guides. This shit smells good. And on the inside of here, you can also see the damage where we definitely tore up the paint some. So now I'm gonna wipe this one down, and then we'll get some new tires slapped on these and then get finished fixing up the Mustang so we can drive on it again. Both of them in one swing, let's go. Oh my God, these are heavy. You would think that GT 350s would come with lighter wheels. These are probably gonna fall out. Ooh! Now that we got the wheel off, we're gonna have to punch these out at some point. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off all this extra metal like on this one, so that way we can get a clean surface to punch out. Wow. That thing will snag out of your hand. There we go. To start this off, we're gonna go ahead and get our parking brake cable and also your brake line removed from the swing bar. Now we got some 14s on the back of the brake caliper and one on the bottom. Once you get this loose, you can pull the caliper off. And now pay attention to which way you have your brake pads, because your new brake pads are going to be going in the exact same place. Damn, these still had a lot of life on them. And now you just have your brake caliper bracket you got to remove. There's 2 bolts in the back. You can go ahead and get these broken loose. There we go. And that's off and out the way. And now the rotor should just come straight off. Might have to tap it some. Let me get a hammer. There we go. That took very little effort. And we'll take that out of the way. And now that is out of the way. All right, well, I got 2 hammers. Really nice, lightweight, and old reliable. Let's go with old reliable. See if we can punch these puppies out in just a couple swings. I hope I don't hit anything else important. Let's get this one first. Oh, that came out nice and smooth. See if it'll just come out right here. Boom! Nice. I'm gonna hang on to these. These are a good memory of how shitty this situation was. Let's get this top one out right here. Really not that hard to punch out. They should be the same length. Yeah. Can I fit these in? Nah, don't tell me I gotta take it off. It looks like it's notched perfect to fit through there. Let me get these bolts out. We're gonna pop this wheel bearing off, and then we're gonna get these studs replaced. Let's see if I can slip this in now. I got a little bit more space created. Can I bend it? Maybe I can bend it. There we go. Let's get the other one now. Oh, I see what I did. We're gonna pull this out real quick. Oh yeah, I ruined that thing. So now we got the wheel bearing tightened down, and I definitely ruined this sensor. So I'm gonna have to replace this. But I got the studs back in. We're gonna line them up. These notches that are on them are gonna be facing the hub, and they should kind of just sit in place naturally because there were previous studs there. And we're gonna go ahead and use the old rotor for this. You're gonna have to kind of guide those studs that are not seated yet. Now, once you get here, you can get stuff like this on Amazon. This is a stud seating kit. They're pretty cheap. You can click the link in the description to go find this exact part. Usually you'll see people stack a bunch of washers on the bottom of this and use a lug nut, but if you're willing to spend like $10, you can get one of these, and they actually have a bearing on the bottom of it, so that way you can safely seat your studs. So once you put this on there, you're gonna screw your nut down. All right, and now we're gonna suck her down. Just like that. And look at that, we got our new stud in place now. All the way down. I'm telling you guys, like $10 on Amazon. Click the link in the description. You can get one of these for yourself. Now we can take this off and put it all back together with the new R1 Concepts pads and rotors. Ooh, first rotor going in the back. Give it a little squirt. Get this side nice and clean, and we'll give her a flip. Do the same on the other side, and let's go ahead and slap these things on. That's gonna look so much better once we get the wheels on. So first up, let's get the bracket back in place. Stick those bolts in there. All right, look at that bottom bolt tight. And now we can go ahead and slip our new pads back in place. So this is a caliper expansion tool. You can also get this on Amazon. The link is in the description. It's about $25. You've got these two dowels that are sticking out. You're gonna line them up with the inside of your caliper. And we're gonna go ahead and twist this to expand it. As you continue expanding it, you're eventually gonna line it up so that way the dowels line up with the hole in the caliper. So now that we got this expanded, let's try and slip it all back together. It should just slip right back on around the pads if you expanded it enough. And it's looking like we're close. Oh, just enough. I think we just got it on there. Ah, you know, I just remembered that I didn't put the heat shield back on. All right, well, we'll take these back out. Okay, take that out the way real quick. Parking brake cable. So now we have the passenger side rear completely done. We got the two new studs in. They're looking pretty fresh compared to the old crusty ones. And we even got new pads and obviously rotors. These are looking sick. It's crazy we had it looking just like this on the other side about an hour ago. So now we're gonna get this fixed and then we'll move on to the front. Ooh, that one. These have definitely been cooked on here. Yeah, it's definitely good that we're replacing this. We got a hammer and there we go. It's probably from the parking brake sitting on there for so long. And two studs are out. Nice. That was a horrible job. And now we are good to go ahead and put the wheel and spacers on. And now let's go ahead and get these nice fresh tires put on the car. Hopefully the threads on the old studs are still good. Beautiful. Goes all the way down nicely. Nice, let's get this thing seated. All right, let's go do the other side. Perfect. Now all that's left is just doing the brakes on the front, and this whole refresh is done. I wonder if I can even get the wheel off. There we go. Oh man, yeah, it's getting about time for new tires on this one too. We gotta get rid of this camber though. And oh yeah, it was definitely time for brake changes in the front. Now to remove the brake pads, first off, we're gonna have to take this rod out of the middle and then punch out these two smaller ones on the outside. So we're gonna break this loose. Now we're gonna tap the back of the bolt head to get it out. Now we can unscrew it the rest of the way. Now these smaller rods, you can just punch them out. You can be gentle with them. Then you might even need a punch to get them the rest of the way out. Brimbos! I thought this middle one came out first. I think it does. Yeah, the middle one comes out. Ah, there we go. All right, and the retainer clip is out of the way. And now we should go ahead and expand our calipers. Since it's old pads and rotors, we're just gonna pry up against them. We're gonna expand them real good. Yes, sir. And now we should be able to just go ahead and slip our brake pads out, straight out the back. Man, these are basically falling apart too. It's good that I'm replacing them. Let me get these new pads. Big ol' semi-metallics. Brake pads smell so interesting. Man, look, you can see where the pad had literally like adhered itself to the rotor. I can't believe that I was about to drive on these again. Now the brakes are off and we can set them out of the way. Ah, shit, that was clumsy. Can I just get these off? Nope, those are seated on there. Hammer time. I don't think these are gonna come off easy. Come on, get off of there. Ooh, it's finally coming loose, yes. Wow, I've been banging on this thing for like 15 minutes. Now we can go ahead and put this super heavy rotor on. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. These are gonna look nice when they're done. And now we just gotta stick the pads in. Yep, and just slide them into place. There we go. Now they're in. And now the retaining bolt can go into the front. It's a bit of a tough fit. I'll give it a little motivation to line up straight. And there we go. So now we got the pads in both sides, the retainer clip, and all the hardware. Just tighten it all down, just like you took it apart, and you'll have new brakes. Okay, I already got all the tools and I know exactly how to do this. Let's see how fast I can get through it this time. Let's see if we can beat the sunset. We probably got like an hour. I think I can do it. Yeah, there we go. And now we should be able to pull the pads out very comfortably. And now we can probably set the brakes out the way. Man, brakes are dirty and heavy. And this rotor's ready to come off. Oh no, don't hit the car. Thank you. All right, now we can put the new rotor on. There we go. Man, the front is just so much faster than the rear. But I guess we were also putting studs in the rear too. Now we can slip our new pads in. Ooh, these things are fat. All right, almost running out of daylight. Let's get these wheels back on. All right, that side's done. Oh yeah, those are done. There we go. The car is coming off of the jack stands for the first time in over a month. Oh, it feels so good to have this thing back on the ground, and with the wheels cleaned up and we got the new brakes on. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is hella fresh now. Well, now we just got to make sure that everything's working. So tomorrow morning, we're gonna take it on a test drive and make sure that everything is good. So let's get to it.
Even though this car has been on jack stands for the last month, I haven't started it one time. So this is about to be a 1 month cold start. Let's see how it sounds.
All my warning lights are on because I broke the ABS sensor. I'll replace that soon. The battery's definitely a little bit low after sitting for like a month. The brakes are still working fine, at least right off the start.
Wait, is there a potential that the brakes won't work?
Well, I did replace the brakes. That's why we're going on a test drive in it, is to make sure that everything works.
I didn't know that we were seeing if they worked.
Yeah, so now for the test drive, since these are brand new pads and rotors, we're gonna have to brake them in, which means that we're gonna have to do a little bit of hard braking. Now, we don't have to lock up the brakes, but you're definitely supposed to get the brakes nice and warm, so that way you can get the compound of the brake pads actually seated into the rotor. But your brake pads are essentially a surface of glue, and then whenever it gets hot, it spreads the glue to make more friction. So that's the easiest way I can think to describe it. We gotta spread the glue onto the rotors. Wow, I can smell the brakes. The brakes are definitely...
Hear the brakes.
Yeah, you can hear them and smell them. They're noticeably different. I'm gonna give it a little braking right here. I gave you a heads up. Oh my goodness, you can smell the brakes. I'm gonna hit the brakes again. You got your water?
Yeah.
yeah, you can smell them. All right, we're gonna give it another punch. You ready? Hitting the brakes again. And get straight. It's working really well. All right, let's make sure I put this thing back together right. Oh, yeah. The ESS supercharger has been fantastic. This was a great choice for this car. It delivers power so smooth. I'm just all around a big fan of centrifugal superchargers. I think turbos can be a little too aggressive, and twin screws can definitely be aggressive, but this one just, ooh, it just puts the power down just right. I'm gonna hit the brakes again, you ready? I'm gonna hit them hard this time. Nice. I forgot there's no ABS. I smell something burning. It smells like oil burning. I don't know where it's coming from though. I don't see any old vehicles around. I mean, maybe, okay, it might be the Jeep next to us. Might be the Jeep.
I could hear like, I don't know, like the rotors like rubbing.
Yeah.
Would we left the neighborhood?
Wow. It works. It still works great.
Oh God.
Oh, you smell it that time.
Oh.
Now you can really smell the brakes. All right, let's give it one more brake check. Make sure they're good. Hard braking. Wow. Oh, they're getting smoother. They're getting more and more smooth the more that we brake. They were kind of crunchy at first, but now they feel like stock brakes again, just like it did before. Since Payday's driving so good with the new brakes, before we go ahead and end this video, we're gonna jack this thing up one more time, take the wheel off, and fix the ABS sensor that I broke. Well, these lug nuts come off really easy. It's crazy what happens when you don't over tighten them. ABS sensor, where'd you go? Oh shit, I hope I can remember where I put it. Where'd I put the ABS sensor? I don't see it any. Oh, there it is. Yeah. It's super simple to replace these. It's just one little 8mm bolt. Just unplug that, pull it out of this top corner. That's gonna be hard. There we go. There we go. So the one on the right is definitely broken. So now we can just plug this one right back in. Man, that was kind of goofy of me to do. Still can't believe I actually broke this thing. Now we just got to put the wheel back on and make sure that no warning lights are on the dash. Give them a little bump. Snug them up. And car's fixed. Hell yeah. Now, before we go, we gotta get one more cold start. Any warnings? Yeah, no more warning lights. All the warning lights are gone. Now the car is back on the ground with new brakes in front and rear, and it is at 100% once again. So now that we got the car fixed and back on the ground, I gotta give a huge thanks to R1 Concepts for sending over the pads and rotors. I've had these for a while, waiting for them to get installed. The Brimbos do really well on this car, but now that we've got semi-metallic pads on the car, I am even more excited to see how well the brakes can handle some abuse at the track. So guys, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like on this video, and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the car, the mods that we have so far, and what you want to see with this thing next. I've still got a handful of changes for this car, as well as a pretty decent makeover coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, that's all. Make sure you're following me on Twitch, and I will see you on the next one.